I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not better for it. Abraham Lincoln. Within a 70-year period of time, the average American eats 11 cows, 1 calf, 3 lambs and sheep, 23 hogs, 45 turkeys, 1,097 chickens, and 861 pounds of fish. Now, that was Gary Knoll in his vegetarian handbook, copyrighted in 1987, so 30 years ago, in his 70-year lifespan, the average 70-year-old American was eating over 2,000 animals, 2,041 if we count every meal that you ate fish was a pound, and therefore you ate 861 fish. Now, that's how many we ate. But when it comes down to how many we actually killed, it depends on when you live. Now, in the days of Abraham Lincoln, when Abe's dad killed his pet pig, the whole family ate from that one pig for quite some time, so every time they ate, they only were responsible for that one animal that died. But nowadays, because of factory farming, the average 70-year-old American is probably killing somewhere between 70 to 77,000 animals in that 70-year period of time. Because every time you eat a hamburger, for example, you are a hamburger co-conspirator in the death of that animal. Because even though we ate 11 cows in 70 years, we didn't eat the whole cow. We ate a part of a cow. And this is just like buying a stolen watch. You are a co-conspirator in that crime of that stolen property. There are 2 guilty parties in that crime. The person who stole it, the person who bought it. The crime would not have happened if someone wasn't there to buy it. So when you eat an animal, you are killing that animal. And when you go buy a hamburger on Monday and then a hamburger on Tuesday, it didn't come from the same cow, you're responsible for killing 2 different animals. Every time you eat a hamburger or a steak, you're killing an animal. You're a co-conspirator in the death of that animal. And I don't know, and I just thought of this coming out here, so I would have Googled this. I don't know how many hamburgers you can get out of a cow, but maybe say 1,000. So if 1,000 different people buy a hamburger made from a cow, then there are 1,000 co-conspirators responsible for that crime. Let's say that someone stole a shipload of cigarettes, 1,000 cartons, and sold 1,000 cartons to 1,000 different people. Now you have 1,000 co-conspirators along with the person who stole it. You're both guilty of stealing. In the same way, we're both guilty of killing. Now, again, I know people who have cows and they kill it and then they are responsible for only killing one animal, and that feeds a lot of people. But that's not what's happening nowadays, my friend. The amount of deaths that we are responsible for right now, the average person eating animals, unbelievably high, isn't it? Think about that. 1,000, that's approximately 1,000 animals a year. If you're eating an animal every meal, you're eating 3 meals a day. So that's like 1,095 approximately in a year. If we round down to 1,000 animals every year, those lives are cut short. I'm not even taking into consideration what happens when you drink a glass of milk. You're contributing to that cow's death and its male calf. When you eat veal, you know, milking cows, dairy cows, should live to be about 25. These poor cows are lucky to make it to 4 or 5 before they have to take them off their line, because the udders are just blood and pus. That's why they allow a certain amount of blood and pus in milk, because of these poor cows' udders bleeding and infected. So when you drink a glass of milk, when you eat a bowl of ice cream, you're contributing to that cow's suffering, and eventually will be murdered when they reach that 4 or 5 year mark. Not to mention that poor little calf that's forced into a little area that can't even move, never gets to see the light of day, fresh air and sunshine on its face. God, we're a sick species. And every one of you people eating meat, you think you're good people, but you don't understand the cruel and sinful thing you are part of when you do that. You're in total denial. Total denial. And I'm 63 now, so I didn't become vegetarian until I was 32, so there's about 32,000 animals that I might be responsible for killing. That's a horrifying thought. I'm ashamed of myself. course, I can say didn't know any better, and I didn't, because society attacked early. Bombarded my brain with so much bullshit, I thought I needed to eat that animal. Now, how many did I actually eat? Well, according to these numbers, looks like I ate about 1,000 animals. Had to kill maybe 32,000 to make it happen. At least I'm glad I changed. And now, every person I help realize this. I saved other animals, so I think I've earned those animals back in my own little way. You can do the same thing, my friends. Think about what I'm proposing right now. If you can convert a meat eater, you're saving animals' lives. And when you can do that, the animal and yourself and everyone around is in for a treat.